meets with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over at the White House. Last time the two met, there were some tense words in front of the television cameras. Did it happen again today? And I'll talk to two of the world's leading experts on the region about whether or not strikes on Iran are imminent. Stay with us. You're in the Situation program. Right at the top of the agenda over at the White House today, a meeting between the President of the United States and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The leaders affirmed their common goal of stopping Iran from developing a nuclear weapon, but Netanyahu emphasized Israel is in control of its own security.
We do believe that there is still a window that allows for a diplomatic resolution to this issue, but ultimately the Iranian regime has to make a decision to move in that direction, a decision that they have not made thus far. And as I emphasized, even as we will continue on the diplomatic front, we will continue to tighten pressure when it comes to sanctions. I reserve all options. And my policy here is not going to be one of containment. My policy is prevention of Iran obtaining nuclear weapons.
I think that above and beyond that are two principles, long-standing principles of American policy that you reiterated yesterday in your speech, that Israel must have the ability always to defend itself by itself against any threat. And that when it comes to Israel's security, Israel has the right, the sovereign right to make its own decisions. I believe that's why you appreciate, Mr. President, that Israel must reserve the right to defend itself. And after all, that's the very purpose of the Jewish state, to restore to the Jewish people control over our destiny. And that's why my supreme responsibility as Prime Minister of Israel is to ensure that Israel remains the master of its fate.